Hello everybody, Joel Logan with the Hole in the Ground Terrain. I wanted to give you an update tonight on some of the stuff I'm working on. You may hear a little bit of thunder in the background, got a little storm moving through. A lot of you have been wanting to know when I'm going to work on the large tower project again. I've actually been working on that a good bit here lately. I want to show that to you. As you may see from the last time, there's now 3 of these installed. I've done a lot of work on those, getting them in. If you notice, they're all recessed. I've done a lot of what I call grout, or what I call rubbing, where I rub a lot of dental plaster in to fill in any imperfections or things like that. I've also been working casting. This thing takes a lot of her starts pieces. Been casting the final little piece for the last side. I have to have this installed before I can do the last little piece that swoops up. And I do have this one cut out. I do have to work on cutting out the recess there and getting the last one in. And then once I get that put in, I'm still doing a little bit of design work on this. And trying to design some little pieces. See if I can turn this around here. Been trying to design some pieces. I think I do have a roof put on this side. Trying to design this where you can put a lot of miniatures on it for a battle. But I was doing some little small crenellations there, playing around with that. And I'm thinking I'm going to put some little ornamentation over the door and things like that. But still got a lot of work left to do, but at least I'm making some progress. Sometimes with projects this big, you can get burned out on them. But I took a little break on it because I had some commission work I've been working on. And speaking of which, I'm excited to tell you about a new project I'm starting. And I hope this shows up. I haven't had time to do this up in a sketch program like Google SketchUp or anything. But I've been commissioned to build a Dwarven hall and mine. This set's going to be 4 foot by 4 foot. It's going to have a throne room here, very large hallway to have battles coming in, some barracks, a little chamber for the king, a big dining hall, and a forge. Then outside the living quarters, you're going to have a large mine to have some different battles coming into it. So that's my basic plan I'm working off of. I've already been working on some pieces for the mine, got a corner piece for the mine, but I've been really putting a big effort into the throne room. I want to show you this now, guys. This is still rough. It needs a ton of work, a lot of touch up and grout work. As you can see here, I'm using mainly 1/2-inch foam, doing a lot of touch up with Excalibur dental plaster. The client here wanted a throne room with raised platforms coming up, so designed this. This has been a lot of cutting on the scroll saw. A little section here that comes up in here, and I was asking him about a motif or heraldry symbol, and he wants to have 2 crossed axes as the symbol for his Dwarven army or clan. And so what I did, this is some work on the scroll saw that I did. I've also got some duplicates of it. I went ahead and made a couple while I was doing it, but cut that out on the scroll saw using a pattern. I just want to reiterate that you got to be really careful doing that. You don't want to cut your fingers off. That's some really detailed scroll work there. And I've also using some Hearst Arts pieces. Been working on a throne here. So that's a little prototype throne I've been working on. And doors. I've got a removable door here. You'll have to forgive me. Grab it for you. I've still got one side drying, and I've got a C-clamp on it. But this door will pop in and out depending on what you're doing with it. And I think that's about it. I'm doing a lot of casting work on this one. I think it's called the Gothic Arena mold. I've got to cast a lot of pieces of it. You can see a lot of the pieces I'm working on. A project this massive is going to have a lot of Hearst Arts pieces in it. Down here you're going to see a lot of different things I'm pouring. And but this is one of the main pieces. I've got some big plans for the Gothic Arena columns here that I'm working on. But anyway, guys, thanks for looking. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and please do that for me. And God bless. And if you got any questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for your time.